Kenny Chesney for you. Now, let's go ahead and get to it.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Like I said, weather's been gorgeous. Great time to get there early while it's still cool and walk around downtown and check out the entire market. It's pretty big on a Saturday morning. Friends, let's go ahead and get to this. I said we would be talking about hot and cold, and no, it's not the thermostat argument. That's a question for another day. No, somebody on Reddit's Unpopular Opinion posted about living in cold areas. In fact, they said that living in a cold weather area is vastly superior to living somewhere hot. And then it is the internet and Reddit. So yeah, the debate was on. So this is what they wrote. I live in Michigan. Today it was around 87 degrees outside and it was genuinely affected my mood. I felt sweaty and irritable all day. 87? Many of the older buildings here don't have AC due to the fact that they only have to deal with these temps for a month or two a year, and zero comprehension as to why people seek out warmer weather year-round. Now, it goes on a little bit after that, but, you know, all this week, I have been pretty much fascinated by people reacting to a Fat Electrician video about AC and the invention of AC and how Europeans don't like the AC because they all discovered it when they came down for the FIFA World Cup tournament. AC and hot temperatures are cool. But just in general, the question came up, is it better to live with hot weather or is it better to live with cold weather? Some people like those cold weather environments, because you get cooler summers for sure, but those winters can get pretty harsh. And then, of course, there's the opposite where you have winters that are pretty nice. We've got them down here, but then those summer temperatures are like, what is going on, right? I used to live in Phoenix, and 112 at midnight is like, what is going on? But, thanks to AC, it makes it bearable. But my opinion, obviously, is very obvious in this. I would rather live in the hot temperatures than the cold ones. I've waited out on the bus stop in a snowstorm before because they wouldn't call a delayed day or call school. So, nope, not ever going to do that again. I do prefer the warm weather for sure. But what about you? Is it better to live in the hot weather or is it better to live in the cold weather? That's our question of the day today. Let me know your answers. You can go ahead and call them in or text them in. And of course, you can also just leave your comments down below because we are live on our social media pages. So yeah, what do you think? Is it better living in the hot weather or is it better living in the cold weather? I prefer the hot weather myself personally, but you can let me know your answers to our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. All of the appropriate... Oh, I almost missed a button. Now we're good. Yeah, all of the appropriate buttons are pushed. But yeah, my question for you, is it better to live in the hot weather and have AC, or is it better to live in the colder weather sitting by the fire, or something else like that? I don't know. It could go either way. And actually, this is a testament to humans in general because the adaptability that we have to live in different environments, from like the harshest of harsh, like, Antarctica and North Pole weather, to the hottest of hots, like near the equator, where it is just burning up right there, especially this year in an El Nino year, because it's getting pretty hot out there. But yeah, what do you think? Is it better to live with the hot weather or is it better to live with the cold weather? I prefer the hot, warm weather. Sure, it gets hot, but I'm working in a place that is pretty much, when I walk out, and this is the thing about living in Phoenix too, every place has AC, so that when you're working or you're walking around someplace, shopping, running your errands, stuff like that, you actually step out into the heat and it feels good. I do that sometimes here. I will step out and I'll just sit in my car for a second. It's like the cat finding that warm window spot, right? You just curl up and go like, this feels good. I don't know. That's just me. I like the hot weather. I know some people that really can't handle that. Speaking of the car adventure, I remember when I bought my car, we were driving it to the motor vehicle department, And the person I was buying from the car, after I paid in, we got all the transfer, all that other stuff like that. I actually went to my roommate, who was a mutual friend. It was like he didn't even turn on the air conditioner. Is something wrong? And they're like, nah, that's just the way Gino is. He likes the hot weather, and I do for sure. So, well, what about you? Are you into this debate? Do you have an answer for me? Is it better to live with the hot weather, or is it better to live with the cold weather? Like I said, I am a warm weather person, so absolutely I am going to go with that one. Just got a text message in. Let's see if this is with all that's going on right now, I would be working for my wife's cousin in Canada, but I hate the cold even more than the current situation. We'll just put it that way. I'm with you. My family lives up north in northern New Mexico, and northern New Mexico does get actual 4 seasons, and they get pretty cold winters. Like I said, I remember standing at the bus stop waiting for that bus to come in the snowstorm, and that was not fun. I would rather avoid that at all times. Even some of the cool stuff, like being able to go to that bowl game in Detroit with the Aggies. Yeah, they had like a snowstorm up there, and I spent all my time in the hotel room and just ate hamburgers at the hotel restaurant because I was not going to go outside. It was just too cold. Get that feeling in my bones that I don't like. So, yeah, I'm a warm weather person. I am with you. We sacrifice some of those things just so we can be in the warm weather. Still trying to convince my mom to come down here, but she's a cold weather person. It's too hot, Gino. Yeah, it's not all that hot. It really isn't. Let me know your answers for our question of the day. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a quick look at what's going on in and around the world. There was a Powerball winner last night. Of course, one person in Illinois. Why is it always Illinois? But one person in Illinois won $1.04 billion. Now, keep in mind to go ahead and check your ticket. I think the numbers were 4, 2, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, 6, 9. Wow. 6, 6, 6, 7, 6, 9. Did not see those ones in there. And the Powerball was 9. So if you got matched a few numbers, you can still win something. But the $1 billion prize or $450.5 million cash payout, and then the government will come after you for that. So, yeah. But the odds of hitting the Powerball were 1 in 292,201,338, and one person did it, and it was not me. So, congratulations. And apparently Chick-fil-A will roll out a chicken and waffle sandwich and s'mores milkshakes this fall. That sounds great. Can't wait for that one. 1800 Tequila is launching a new $11,000 tequila. The decanter was designed by the late Mexican artist Pedro Frederberg, and the tequila was aged for 3 years in American and French oak casks that once held wine. Interesting flavors in there. Don't have $11,000 to spend on it. Plus, I don't drink anymore, so there's that. Believe it or not, time to start talking about the Spirit Halloween stores. They are acquiring Hot Topic. Spirit has 1,550 Halloween stores in the U.S., and the deal is expected to close later this year. I could have sworn somebody else was up for that, but it looks like Spirit Halloween stores just snuck in there and grabbed Hot Topic. I'm pretty sure they got a good deal on that. Yeah. Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today. Is it better to live with the hot weather, or is it better to live with the cold weather? That is our question of the day. Let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, leave your comments down below for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.